Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. Forced out to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. 3rd down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Push him back. Push him back.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that comment. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 42 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's go. 15 running. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this is caught. It's a gain of 34.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's now third down and 4.
Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 48's the mic. Check. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go. Here we go. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On first down, Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
54, right there, 54.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ravens 17, Cowboys 14.
Ready up. Check, Mike, 54. Next spot. Hey, check 24.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
25, check 25, check 25, check 13, check.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. Hey, kill. Check 26, check 26. 26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. A quick throw here out to Cobb. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
48 Mike.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away, but you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Mike, 36. 36. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 61 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's got some space here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.